Hey guys, Dwayne here. Today we're going to make a knife sheath out of duct tape and an old priority mail envelope. Okay? This video was requested by Steven Bustos and Hungrycheetah. So thanks guys for the suggestion. I had to decide what knife to use for this video. I decided to go with the Mora clipper because I know a lot of people have these Mora knives. It's a great knife for like 15 bucks. You just can't go wrong. Actually, I'm happy with the sheath that it came with. It's plastic, but the knife snaps in, doesn't fall out. There's a drainage hole in the bottom. It's excellent protection. There is no way to cut yourself while the knife is in the sheath. Clip-on belt clip works fantastic. Yeah, I'm happy with this sheath, but I needed to make a sheath for this video, so I'm gonna make a cool little duct tape sheath for the Mora clipper. Okay, first thing I want to say is I don't do a lot of measuring when I do this, so yeah, I will show you how I do it. If you're the type of person who likes to do a lot of measuring and, you know, planning and drawing, tracing the blade and all that, then go ahead and do it however makes you happy. But I like to be quick and easy, and if it doesn't turn out, I'll throw it away and start over, right? So that's how I do it. I like to start with a piece of cardboard that's kind of thick, but not too thick, so it's easy to work with scissors. And I like what is up with the light? There we go. I like that the crease is already there. So on these envelopes, you have a crease here, a crease here, a crease here, and yeah, I like to use that in my sheath design. Okay, so what we're going to do first, we're going to use like part of this, like one side of this. So I'm going to cut this like so and go from there. For the most part, you'll just be watching what I'm doing. There's really, I don't know how much explaining I'm going to do, but I am going to try and get through this fairly quickly because I don't want you to have to sit through a long video because this is really, really fun and easy to do. So let's get to it. So yeah, this is a good size. So yeah, I'm just going to cut this off to start with. Too much light. Okay, we're just going to go down here. Like this. Set that aside. Now we are going to do something like this. What I want is for the knife blade not to go all the way to the bottom. Okay, we are going to reinforce this just in case, but I want the knife to stop here at the hilt. Okay, so that's as far as you can shove it in. It's not going to be an all-encompassing thing like this. So we are going to make a little mark here. And cut here. See what I did there? I think it'll go like this. Yeah. So, as you can see, the tip is still a 1/4 inch from the bottom of the sheath. Good deal. That's perfect. Okay. So this doesn't need to be this wide, obviously. So we're going to cut this about halfway on the crease. And then fold these, if I can. Fold it in. Now, I've never made a sheath for this knife, so I'm just figuring it out as I go. That's how I like to roll. Okay. Now, put this here. Fold this over here. Now I'm going to use a piece of masking tape just to hold this. Eventually, when I'm done, I'm going to wrap this whole thing in duct tape. But for right now, I'm using masking tape to hold it in place. That's good. Very good. Perfect fit. Okay. Now, what am I going to do with the rest of this? Let's cut this like this. And like this. And I didn't get that straight, so we're going to just trim it up just by sight. Like I said, I don't do a lot of measuring. And we're going to want a belt loop. I want the sheath basically as long as the knife, maybe a little shorter. So we're going to have a belt loop, something like this. Whoops. Something like that, but that's not long enough, so I'm going to use this piece and make it longer. Yeah, just figuring it out as I go. Cut this off so we have a straight edge. Cut. Let's see. Get rid of that. We have a straight edge here. So go like this and like this. Okay. None of this has to be perfect. It's all going to get wrapped up in duct tape when we're done. So it's just got to be close. Okay, now for this, put a little piece of masking tape here to hold it in place. Put the knife back in. Check what we got here. That's actually longer than it needs to be now. I think we'll have it stop. Right about here. Cut it there. Don't need that. Okay, now, because this is thin cardboard, we need to reinforce it. So we're going to cover it in duct tape. I'm going to duct tape the back and the front. Then when you fold it over, you'll have a very strong belt loop. Okay? So we'll start here. Whoa, no. Okay. Not perfectly straight, but good enough. Now, cut it, just the tape here, and here. Fold it over. If I wanted to make this sheath the same width as the duct tape, it would be a little simpler, but not necessary. Duct tape and cardboard are very easy to work with. The cardboard was free, the duct tape I already had, so I'm really not investing much in this project except time. Okay, now we will cover just this part in duct tape. We'll get the bottom later. There we go. Oh, by the way, don't ever buy the cheap duct tape. This is Duct Tape Max. I believe it is the toughest duct tape they make. It's the toughest I could find. Super sticky, also very expensive, like $9 a roll. But the cheap stuff just isn't worth taking home. You can also use Gorilla Tape. I don't use Gorilla Tape much because it's so thick. And actually for a project like this, that would be good. But for most of my jobs, I don't need the thicker Gorilla Tape. But anyway, avoid cheap duct tape. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so now we have belt loop. And it is reinforced with duct tape. Cool, right? We're going to fasten it down here, and then it will fit a fairly wide belt. Actually, right here at this point, I'm going to put another layer of duct tape to reinforce it. I just decided to do that. Okay, much stronger. Okay, now, how are we going to fasten this? There's a lot of things you could do. You could poke holes, and you could put string through there, or twine, or leather, or paracord. Any of that is good. I'm just going to use a stapler. This knife is not heavy. I don't anticipate a lot of tough use for this sheath, so I'm just going to use staples and then put duct tape over it to keep the staples from ever coming out. Okay, so let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That ought to hold it. Okay. Now, if I use that much duct tape, it's going to make our belt look much smaller. So I'm going to use half a strip of duct tape. Cut it this way first, and then this way. Okay, first we'll go this way. I'm going to do the other one the same direction. So there's no seam right here where you're inserting the blade. Very good. Our sheath is looking good. Actually, the blade could go either way. It could be left hand or right hand. Okay. What's left? Well, let me show you something. When you have a knife like this and a sheath like this, you have this problem with the thing. That the heavy handle wants to tilt. Okay, so this is where our old friend, the wire coat hanger, comes in. Okay, we are going to reinforce the back of the sheath with a piece of wire and wrap it in duct tape. Okay, not gonna hurt nothing. You're not gonna see it. You will be able to see it under the duct tape, but who cares? We want our knife to stay in this position. So this is a piece of coat hanger I had left over from another project. I don't remember which one. Cut off the hook part. And let's see. Start by straightening it. Now we will bend it like so. And let's see. Gonna have to bend the wire a little so it fits around the handle. See what I mean? So we will bend it. This way. And this way. See what I mean? Much better. Then we'll go up about this far and bend it back a little. See what I did? What did I do? Oh, there we go. A little more. This way. This way. This way. This way. This is not an exact science. Just keep bending it till you get it where you want it. What have I done? Oh. See that? It's getting closer. Now, I want it to, I don't need it to go up this high. Maybe halfway. So, how should I do this? I think I will bend this one over toward the center. Looks good. Now I will cut this off and file these little sharp edges off, and then attach it to the sheath with duct tape. Okay. Booyah. Okay. Get my file. Good enough. It doesn't exactly meet, but who cares? Does not matter. Doesn't need to. Just needs to be close. Now, I will attach this to the sheath. With duct tape, of course. in the middle, I don't really care about. You can cover it with duct tape if you want to. I'm not going to. I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. After you cut a lot of duct tape with your scissors, you're going to have to clean them. I use Goo Gone, soap and water and Goo Gone and a scrubber sponge to get all that goop off, and then they'll be good as new. Okay, so here is our sheath. You can use any color duct tape you want, obviously. I like black. You don't have to do the wire on the back if you don't want to. But like I said, I like my sheath to stay standing rigid. Knife goes in just fine. This did turn out to be a long video. Sorry about that. But it was fun, right? So if you decide to make your own duct tape knife sheath, make a video and send it to me so I can watch it. Thank you all for watching. I hope you learned something, and have a great day. Peace out.